Guys. I'm excited. I feel like I sound like I'm drunk or something, but I'm not, I promise. It's only like, what time is it? It's 5:59. I'm excited. Super, super excited. So, I was telling you the other day, I probably mentioned it a few times, and I don't know if I mentioned, I don't know if I ended it, and I don't think I ended the vlog yesterday, sorry. But Brett, called the people last night. This is not what I'm excited about, but, he called, Spectrum last night and got our internet situation figured out. I don't know what happened or why it was messed up, but it's working and I have internet on my phone now, which is pretty cool. I should have internet on my phone, but it was kind of sad that I was having to use the data, which we have unlimited data, but I was having to use the data because the data worked better than my Wi-Fi in my house when I was in my house. Anyway, he got that figured out. So anyway, I would have told you that if I would have talked to you last night, and I don't think I talked to you last night, so just to update you on that. Also, I'm so excited. So excited. So, I told you about the TV, and how, for one thing, you have to have it pointing at a certain area. You probably can't see, but there's the fire, and there's a light there. That's the light, where the light is, where you have to have it pointing, and it won't really even work from the chair that I'm sitting in. You have to go to the couch and turn it on and turn the channels. But most of the channels, as I flip through, they don't work, and no more than what we had, except for like maybe like a couple, like TBS and VH1 were working. Like yesterday morning and kind of yesterday afternoon, when I tried to like turn on the TV, it just go like in and out type thing, and it was really annoying. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this TV. It's super annoying. I don't know what channels we have. We don't have what it says or what we like, what it kind of advertised that we were gonna have, and we don't. And it's working kind of less than it did before. We have to point it to a certain area. It's just super annoying, and I'm super frustrated. I hoped that we got the internet last night a little better figured out. Well, better figured out, not a little better. But, is there anything else? Yeah. So that was super annoying, and I was like, well, I don't even know if we're going to be able to watch anything, because it goes in and out. But this morning I decided to turn it on, because it was working a little bit better last night as far as like going in and out. It wasn't like blinking as much. It was just the sound going in and out. So this morning I decided to maybe try cartoons again. See if it would work. If it was going to go in and out, then I was just going to be like, whatever. I won't do it again. We'll just have it dark in here, which is weird. I mean, the kids did okay. They didn't really cry much about it, or they didn't cry much about it, or cry about it. They didn't cry about it. But it was super dark, and I didn't really like that personally. And it may have helped at other times during the day yesterday, when they were upset and stuff, to look up at the TV and calm down. But anyway, I turned it on this morning, and I don't remember what channel it was on. Maybe TBS. Yeah, it was on TBS, because Married with Children was ending. If you've seen that show, it was like rolling the credits and stuff for that show, and it had like a clip at the end. I recognized the person. So I'm like, okay, it like blinked maybe once or twice, but then it was fine. So I was like, okay, maybe it'll be good. So I started going, just like flipping down through the channels, trying to find the cartoon channel, which I knew we had at least one. It's like WOSU we had before, and we have that now. I knew that from flipping through the channels, but I found out from flipping through the channels that we have all the channels that I thought we were supposed to have. I'm super excited. So that we didn't have before. We have Lifetime. We have Disney Channel. I'm pretty sure we have Nickelodeon. And we have Freeform. I'm just trying to water. I'm super excited. Because, mainly because, like, today's the first day of December, right? So it's like perfect timing. I don't know. I think God's like not playing favors, but giving me favor or something. It's pretty. Because Lifetime has like Christmas movies, and Freeform has Christmas movies, and I've been upset the last couple years because I haven't been able to really watch them because we haven't had the channels that those are on, because we just have basic channels. But for a year we have this like a lower rate than it would usually be for pretty much the price that we've been paying. And I am super excited to be able to watch all the Christmas movies and watch Disney Channel, and you guys have no idea. I am super excited, so I just had to tell you that. Okay, my eyes are watering because I keep looking at the TV and I need my glasses, but I'm so excited. Happy December to me. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, so I hope the lighting's okay. I'm trying to be aware of the lighting. The biggest lighting is behind me, so I'm trying to go kind of beside me, because I can't really shoot behind me and be comfortable. So the last clip that I had was probably kind of comical and shaking of head worthy, but this clip, I think it just came up on my, oh, that's not what I wanted. I think it just came up on my suggested videos somehow. Like it was like a foster care video, and maybe it was just like not subscribed, not suggested, like an ad type of video that was on there. But it was from like 2013, just kind of talking a little bit of, not about the foster care process or anything, but just kind of about like a few facts about foster care kids when they're coming into your home or whatever. And I know one person in a couple that recently, in like the last 6 months or so, became foster care parents, and I think I'm gonna end up getting teary. I think that's a really admirable thing to do, because there's so many kids out there that just are in terrible homes and need a nice place to go. And there's even like some foster care. I've watched this show called The Fosters, and that's a fictional show, but it has things that are related to real life, I'm sure. There's a lot of foster families out there, or foster parents, that just aren't good people, and they're abusive and just terrible, and we need more great, Christian or not, foster families, foster parents out there, and I think it's very admirable for people that really have a heart for that. And part of me, I definitely have a heart for those that are in foster care, but I don't know if I have the resolve or whatever, the strength or whatever. I don't know what the word is, but I don't know if I have what it takes to be a foster parent, because a lot of those kids have I don't want to say been damaged, because that makes it sound like they're damaged goods, which they're not, but they've been through a lot, and it's kind of changed how they act, and some of them can be a little rough, which those kids definitely need love and a family, and need foster parents too. They even often need it the most. But I'm not sure if I have the strength for that. Brett and I have both talked about, and I don't think adoption's off the table, foster parenting is off the table, but I also looked at like the adoption process, because we're definitely thinking about adopting in the future. I think I want to have my own kid physically first, but we're definitely considering adopting at least one child, if not more. But After watching the foster care video and watching the adoption, I looked up adoption process and watched a video kind of about the steps, like a six-step process of like adopting and stuff. It had like in your country, well, I think it was a British video, so I don't know if it would be the same process, but probably similar. And it talked about like in your country compared to if you were adopting a kid from outside the country. But I always just keep thinking back, and maybe it didn't mean anything at the time. Maybe it was just him trying to encourage me. But I always think back to this guy and situations like this, different things that I do and stuff. And this isn't something I've done, but it's something I'm kind of thinking about. But I think about this guy. He was like this older guy. I didn't know him very well. That sounds creepy. But at Lakeside, the church camp that I went to, there was one time where me and a couple friends, we had the worship service and stuff. And I don't know if it was after the service or like in the middle of the service. I think it was like a break or something. This older guy that was there, part of the church camp, I didn't know him, but he was from some other church or something. He came up to me and he was like, I saw you worshiping over there. I just want you to know that God wanted me to tell you that, or I feel like I need to tell you that God has some big plans for you. And maybe he just meant it as like trying to encourage me. God has plans for you. Stay hooked up with God. Maybe it was something like that, but I can't hardly help but think that like there's something like big. And I feel like adoption or even like foster parenting would be like a big thing that could really change a kid's life. And like I said, I'm getting teary, but I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Yeah, foster parenting. The idea that is very scary to me, and it's not something to act on a whim about at all, or adoption, but it's just things that I've started thinking about. Well, I've been thinking about on and off, but I just watched a couple of videos related to those. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so I almost forgot to end the vlog again, but I'm gonna make this quick because I'm tired. Also, my eyes are red. So after my first clip this morning and then now my eyes being red, it probably seems suspicious or something, I don't know. But I put makeup on my, or not put makeup. I wiped the makeup off my face, including my eyes, which like rubbing in my eyes to get the mascara off. Plus I'm just really tired. I get silly and loopy when I'm tired, as you would have seen in there if you could record without my help. Anyway, I'm going to bed, so I hope you have a great, grand, wonderful, amazing, lovely day, and I will see you in my next vlog.